Welcome to Whiskey's a Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano. Today's video, we're going to continue the 5 whiskey flight on the Fridays. My last Friday video was the top 5. Well, actually, it really wasn't top 5. It was just 5 bourbons to serve to your friends around a campfire. This Friday, this week's video is going to be about scotches. So if you find yourselves sitting around a campfire, do me a favor. Let me know in the comments down below what 5 scotches you would serve to your friends sitting around a campfire. Based on my last week's video, hopefully you guys saw that, I am an 8th grade science teacher. I'm a middle school science teacher. We want to get out of Phoenix, Arizona because it's getting hot, and we want to go to the higher country, Flagstaff, Payson, Prescott area, the pines, the forest. It's much cooler up there, probably about 30 degrees cooler, and it gets pretty chilly at night, so it's a good time to have a campfire, sit around, talk, and serve some of these whiskeys. And again, my intention was to shoot this while I was up there. I was up there for about 6 days. I had some buddies come up, and I just got too much involved in doing the camping stuff, relaxing, and I just didn't want to film while I was up there. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get on to the 5 scotches that I would serve while sitting around a campfire. And like always, there's going to be a 6th special bottle to serve at the very end of the night or the end of the camping trip, just to show appreciation for everybody that's there. I'm also going to try to keep this outdoor themed, so some way or another, this is going to revolve around the outside. I did my best. Some of these might be a little bit of a stretch, but let's go ahead and get into bottle number 1. Aaron 10, non-chill filtered and natural color. This one is coming in at 46% ABV, $56.99. And the reason why this one is in here, there's freaking eagles on the label. Now, rumor has it they had to stop construction of the distillery because there were nesting eagles there, and it delayed the building of the distillery. You don't want to start out hitting them with a whole bunch of smoke, so this is going to be nice, light, and fruity. It's definitely a scotch. Really good amounts of vanilla and honey. This is light, it's crisp, and it's refreshing. And it just so happens, while I was up in the Rim Country, we have an area of Arizona called the Mogollon Rim. It's about a 24-mile drive down Road 300, and it's pretty dusty, pretty bumpy, but that's the area that I like to camp. Kind of gets away from the beaten path. And when I took my kayak out onto Knoll Lake, there were some eagles out there, and I snapped a few pictures. And if you guys didn't know, I do have an Instagram. I actually have 2 Instagram accounts. I have one by my name, and that's where all of my birding photos are. And then I also have one for the name of this channel, which is Whiskey is a Journey, that kind of takes pictures of the whiskeys that I'm trying. And if you guys didn't know, I also have a second YouTube channel, which I started up maybe 4 or 5 years ago called Peter Fasciano, and it was a camera review channel, but that's kind of gone to the wayside since I got into the whiskey drinking. So Aaron 10, in my opinion, a very light, crispy, refreshing type whiskey to serve right when you're getting started. You know, you're probably done with dinner, everybody's gathering around. This would be a good one to start off the flight with. Nothing too heavy. You still get some good fruit flavors in there. It's sweet enough. And I think this one people would like very much. And again, the outdoor theme, eagles. How can you go wrong with eagles on the label? Bottle number 2. Dalmore 14 matured in American white oak. And if you guys know me by now, this channel is all about sherry cask matured or sherry cask finished. This is PX matured along with the American white oak. And unlike a lot of the Dalmore, this one's 43.8% ABV. It's coming at about $100. And obviously the outdoor theme here, we've got this 12-point stag. Now, apparently some of the rumor is that back in 1263, the King of Scotland was on his property. Somebody was out hunting, and this 12-point stag charged, and the person that was on their property killed the stag. And then the King of Scotland bestowed the 12-point stag for their, I think, their family crest. And it's kind of been in the Dalmore family or the Dalmore distillery ever since. I don't know if that's true or not. Let me know in the comments down below. As far as the second whiskey that's going to be served in this flight, this is now going to be quite a bit darker. You're going to have those raisins, figs, dates, and plum notes from the PX casks. And it just all around has a pretty cool story, if that story is actually true or not. I don't know. But it is a darker whiskey rather than the Aaron being nice, light, and fruity and crisp, which is going to set up bottle number 3. Compass Box Orchard House. This is a blended malt, and just like the name suggests, this is basically like you're walking through an orchard. The notes that you're getting on this one is nothing more than lemons, grapefruit, apples, oranges. Everything that you can think of that would be in an orchard is coming through this glass. And then you also have a very slight amount of peat, which is going to start to kick off the rest of the whiskeys in this flight. This is coming in at 46% ABV, and this is basically a $50 whiskey. And just like the Arran, this is coming across as very fruit forward. I don't really get as much vanilla and honey in this that I do in the Arran. So even though they're in the same kind of category as fruity, light, crispy whiskeys, they do have completely different flavor profiles. I can't see it right here, but I do believe it is on their website. One of their whiskeys or one of the scotches that they're getting from some of the distilleries will be peated. Maybe if not two, I'm not exactly sure. If you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. I'm not going to look it up because I've got 3 more whiskeys to get to. But if you're into lightly peated, fruity, crispy whiskey, this one is definitely a blended malt scotch that you should look into. Okay, before I get to bottle number 4, again, do me a favor. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your top scotches that you, from your collection, you would serve your friends around a campfire. And then don't forget to throw in that 6th bottle and finish off the night with something special. Bottle number 4. I don't know if anybody saw this one coming, but this is Glenmorangie, A Tale of the Forest, coming in at 46% ABV. The smoke in this one is now going to be a little bit more. And how can you not be sitting around a campfire and tell tales or strike up conversations? And I think that's kind of what sitting around a campfire is all about. And by this time, the fire's been going pretty good. Everybody's starting to feel pretty good. They're starting to loosen up. Everybody's starting to throw in their own little stories. So why not throw in A Tale of the Forest? You definitely get some malt in here. You definitely know you're drinking a scotch. You get more of a peat punch than the Compass Box, and this is going to, again, start to elevate the smokiness. And what's interesting about this one is they say that it is crafted from barley kilned with woodland botanicals, and there's definitely a uniqueness to this one that you don't really get in other peated scotches. It's 46% ABV, $104, basically $105 in Phoenix, Arizona. And apparently this one was crafted by the master distiller, just kind of daily walks through the forest, kind of seeing everything that's going on in the forest, all the sounds, the leaves, the juniper berries, everything that's in a forest. And it kind of got him thinking, let's go ahead and smoke our barley with these forest botanicals. And to me, my opinion, I think this is very, very good. And it's going to set up our next hard-hitting peated scotch. So bottle number 5, Lagavulin 11. This is an Offerman edition, the charred oak casks. 46% ABV. Ooh, bunch of smoke coming out of that bottle. $105. And this is going to ramp up the smoke. Now, apparently, Offerman is Parks and Rec, and then he's also a big steak person. And on the bottle itself, he's in a boat. He's got a big stick and has got a steak on it, roasting it over a campfire. And obviously the charred oak casks go really, really well with a whiskey type that you're going to be sitting around the campfire with. And that definitely comes through. That charred oak is here. Oh yeah, to me, this is not Band-Aids and iodine. This is a charred steak, burnt barbecue sauce, smoked meat, more on that savory side rather than Band-Aids, iodine, or a campfire smoke. This is all around delicious. It's a little bit sweet, along with that meat smoked barbecue sauce note to it. I think this is fantastic. And if that smoke is not enough, this next bottle should knock everybody over with the amount of smoke, or at least the ppms that are in it. And I don't think ppms actually mean that much, but bottle number 6, and this is going to be the final bottle that's going to be served either over the weekend or for the night. The campfire is dying down. You got those embers that are kind of crackling and glowing orange. And what better time to sit back and look up at the stars? And we're going Hypernova. Ardbeg Hypernova. This one's coming in at 51% ABV. And they're saying that this is 170 phenols per million. And apparently that is the number. And I think that's an arbitrary number that just registers how much peat is supposed to be in the bottle. Non-chill filtered, no added color, heavily peated, and this is coming in at about $200. Trans-dimensional smoky dram. This makes my mouth water. So much is unbelievable. Just like the Lagavulin, I believe this one has more of a savory, burnt meat, smoked meat, burnt sugar component to it, rather than a smoky campfire or Band-Aids and iodine. It provides a tremendous amount of sweetness, and the ABV being at 51% and the PPMs being up at 170, I really don't feel like this is any more smoky than the Lagavulin. But the word itself, the Hypernova, coals dying down, stars out in the sky. It's an amazing whiskey, I think, to finish off the night with. So that's it. Those are my 6 whiskeys, or the 5 flights, and then the 6th bottle to finish everything off. What do you guys think? How did I do? Let me know in the comments down below. If you've made it this far and you're not subscribed to the channel and you like this information, do me a favor, like, subscribe, share, do all those things that YouTubers ask you to do, and turn on that bell notification because I go live with videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you guys are enjoying your journey, and I've got a little bit to drink tonight. So I hope you guys do enjoy your journey, because I'm going to enjoy mine tonight. Maybe call up my brother-in-law, head over to my sister's house, and maybe pour some of these. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.